Hello, Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3, doing paid reviews on the Paul Pluta channel. And today I'm doing a paid review. Remember, like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Man cannot live on Google Ads alone, so please look in the description for 10 ways you can keep me full-time on YouTube. And here we go. Arch, my name's Jay. I reside in San Francisco, California. I've been watching your YouTube channel for over 4 years and I've learned a lot about horology. I'm a fan of the channel and have to admit you're one hilarious. I've attached some photos of my small collection which include a Rolex GMT Master 2, two-tone with ceramic bezel, Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon with brown dial, a kind of rare, limited, I guess, with display back, which you aren't a big fan of, but I love it, and of course the history behind it. And last, a Breitling Navitimer with white grey dial, which I like a lot, and it's an iconic model amongst the Breitling models. Please explain what you think of my collection, and also wanted your input if I should go for a solid gold Rolex President 40mm with Romans or stick with a Submariner blue dial 18K. I love the bracelet on the President, and also when I'm in my late 50s or so, I think the President would be more suitable personal preference. I like to know what you think. Oh, and by the way, I'm self-employed, hardworking, not rich, but I'm doing all right and happy I PayPal'd you 30 US. I would like you to do a video for me and keep up the great work, and ignore those haters and nothing better. They have nothing better to do. Archie. Okay, so there we go. This is for Jay. Okay, Jay. Wow, this is a very, very interesting collection here. What do I think there? Well, I got to tell you, that's not a bad way to go. You've got a Rolex GMT Master 2 ceramic two-tone, beautiful. That is a super cool watch. Now, as far as it goes there, I gotta tell you, an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. That is a cool watch. I know the brown limited edition one. Yep. That's I've been a little bit picky. I'm a very, very picky guy at times. That is a beautiful watch. And then you've got the Breitling Navitimer, which Navitimer is superb. I must admit, I owned a Navitimer, it's going on nearly 10 years ago. I had a old Navitimer 2 it was called. It had the date at 3/6/9/12, the eyes. And I gotta tell you, I really loved it. It was very, very blingy, and it was a really cool, it had the Valjoux 7750 movement in it, and I actually loved it. I love that watch a lot. So now let's look at your collection here. So you've got a Rolex GMT Master 2, two-tone ceramic, beautiful. Omega, see that's a 40mm Omega. What's that? That's a sports watch, and you got the Breitling, which is, you know, these are. I think myself, if I were you, you're obviously into your sports watches. The one hole I see, would I get a 40mm day date or go for a blue dial sub there? That's a very good question. And I got to tell you, in my opinion, the 40mm, see, they are quite expensive. See, Rolex has kind of stuffed this up. They had the 36mm President, then they went to day date 2, which was bigger. Then they've changed the proportions, gone with day date 40. So you're going to be paying a lot of money for day date 40. Okay, that's the honest truth. I think much better bang per buck. Go for a Rolex sub, solid gold Rolex sub with the blue dial, 100%. Would I go ceramic or pre-ceramic? Look, I got to tell you, for really nice pre-ceramic ones, that's what I'd be doing. That's the one I had. That's the one I had. I think it's superb. It is a beautiful watch. Absolutely stunning, superb watch. I definitely, if I had a choice of a 40mm day date or a Submariner, I've always thought the Sub was punching way above the day date. That's just my opinion. But you got to decide what you want to do yourself. I think that the 40mm day date, it is a good size. That's probably the best size, but so expensive. If I had a choice, someone said to me, pick one, you'd have to go solid gold Sub. I've owned it. It's got wrist presence. That blue and the yellow gold. Whoo, whoo. And I got to tell you, the price of the ceramic version of them is coming down a bit. There's a couple different versions of the blue. It doesn't really matter. They're all super, super cool. I would be saying myself, definitely, if you're in that price league, I'd rather get the Sub. See, your collection is sports, GMT, Speedmaster, Navitimer. These are classic sports, iconic watches. The day date, that's kind of a I think I love the day date. Yes, I do. Don't get me wrong. Don't ever get me wrong. But I honestly think you'd have to go Sub, solid gold Sub. You would have to do that. Why would you not do that? That is super cool. Solid gold Sub. It's just so cool, man. I've owned both. I've had Presidents and I've had solid gold Sub. You have to go solid gold Sub. It's just it just pops, okay? It just pops. No question of that. And I think on the second-hand market, the day date 40s are still very, very high. I think that the gold Sub, you could go for pre-ceramic. You could go they've only really had two models. You either go pre-ceramic 16618, or you go for the 16618. It's up to you. I'd go Sub, gold Sub, without a question of it. I mean, that is a better piece. I kind of think, the thinking was, the day date's more of a dress watch, whereas the gold Sub is sports. But let's be completely honest there. I would have to tell you, I mean, I would really say to you, go for the gold Sub, man. I mean, if you had a choice, you can't have everything in life. In my opinion, I think it's a better watch. I think it truly is a better watch. You love the sports. I mean, it's the ultimate sports watch. I mean, come on. You're not going to go wrong going for a Rolex Sub date with gold, solid gold. I mean, that is just such a cool watch. So cool. So that's my opinion there. But hey, you go and try it out. There's nothing wrong with a day date 40. I just think they're a bit expensive because Rolex stuffed it up. They had the 36mm, they went to the day date 2, then they went to day date 40. So I don't think they're good bang per buck because they're still quite scarce on the market. I think you're going to get a much better deal out of a Rolex Submariner solid gold than you would out of a day date 40. That's my opinion. I think the day date 40 is just too new. It's too new. You're not going to get that saving. It's going to be another 5 to 10 years before it's even approaching reasonable. And the gold Sub, I think it's a better watch. I think it's sexier, it's cooler. The blue, it just pops. That's my opinion. So you've asked me the question. I've told you where I stand on it. But if you did go for a day date 40, that is a cool watch too. I must tell you, that is super cool. So there we go, guys. I'm Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3. Tell me what you guys think of that. Cut.